All right. Live, live, live. Here we go. All right. Hey, 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 hey. All right. This is the live show. Hello, hello, hello. If you're in the room, please come over to the chat so that I can say hello to you properly. All right. Oh, nobody's here. All right. All right. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Tea Time with Tanya Friday Live. All right, let's get this party started. Let's start this off with a blessing. Dear universe, ooh, it won't even let me get the words out. Okay, the universe wants us to have this card. We get your blessed power. You are a field of endless possibility with unlimited power to create. Every atom of you is full of abstract potential that can be molded into any form. Every particle of you holds the blueprint of creation. You are a force of nature and a great blessing on this earth. Good morning, Jens. Good morning, Jasmine. Oh my goodness. Hello. Let me read this blessing again. Your blessed power. You are a field of endless possibility with unlimited power to create. Every atom of you is full of abstract potential that can be molded into any form. Every particle of you holds the blueprint of creation. You are a force of nature and a great blessing on this earth. Namaste. Good morning, everyone. Oh my goodness. Thank you for the thumbs up. Okay, Jasmine and Jens, it looks like you guys get a front row seat. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Jens. Thank you. That is a beautiful card for today. I'm going to go ahead and get this started too, because Jasmine, the first question is yours. Okay. And we are going to do a full throw on Lindsey Graham. So, dear Tarot, please tell us all that you can tell us about Lindsey Graham. Tell us all that you can tell us about Lindsey Graham, what's on his heart, what are his intentions, what is his angle, spirit guides, ancestors, creator, speak freely through me, speak only truth. Okay, let me turn the cards right side up. The whole deck was upside down. All right, here we go. Oh my God. Lindsey Graham's throw is worse than Bill Barr's. Oh my gosh. Okay. The first card for Lindsey Graham, we get the lovers. Okay, the partnership. This is his fated partnership. I'm amazed we didn't get the devil as his first card. Anyway, I don't think this is his partnership with Trump, though. I think this is his partner, his life partner. Now, guys, I have not read anything about Lindsey Graham. Okay, I haven't heard anything about anything. I mean, except for just little bits and pieces. I'm thinking maybe he came out. Maybe he finally burnt his closet to the ground. But it is well known that Lindsey has his romantic partner or his roommate is a person who is considerably younger than he is, obscenely younger than he is, okay? And it is a male gentleman, okay? So the first card we get for Lindsey is the Lovers. Hello, Risa. Hello. Okay. In his heart, Lindsey Graham gets Temperance. Lindsey is searching for balance. Lindsey is the lost sheep. And this is what is in his heart. He is the lost sheep. This man has tripped and fallen over everything that he stands for, that he supposedly believes in. He sold, like I said, Lindsey Graham would sell his own mother down the river. This is, he's not even an opportunist. He's a coward. This is a person who literally, he rides. He doesn't have any strength or power of his own. So he latches on to people who can bring him that type of thing. That's why he was with John McCain, because with John McCain, he was looked at as a decent, strong person with a good moral understanding. And that was all John McCain. Lindsey Graham has nothing. He is devoid of character. He only gets what he gets through other people. Good morning, Michaela. Good morning, Jan. I'm glad you're all here. Okay, what we have in front of Lindsey Graham, we have the Nine of Swords, okay? This is where he is right now. This is how he's waking up. And I'm feeling this has to do with his partnership. Something he's done, something he said, something has a radical change in his life that has got him worried, upset, and concerned. He may also be trying to use his lifestyle as an escape hatch, okay, to kind of give himself some protection. Because if he comes out as openly gay, then he expects to be protected by all the rules about making fun of gay people, okay, which he does. I mean, this man is a cretin, another slug, okay? What's below him? He is in a fight, and I keep coming back to his partner, and this may be what it is. It may be that his relationship, which has been closeted, or his partner has been having to wait in the wings and pretend that what is not. So I'm feeling that this fight here, this is not a fight of fighting off everybody else. This is a fight within his relationship. He's been fighting rumors about his sexuality this whole time. And if I'm correct, and if he is now at 68, 69 years old, gonna finally decide that, hey, I'm gonna be true to myself and be happy with who I am, I mean, more power to him. Everyone should do that. But I have a feeling that he's trying to use it in power. And I say that because this is what's chasing him. And I don't think this is death figuratively for Lindsey Graham. I think this is his relationship. I think everything that's going on in Lindsey's purview right now has to do with his boyfriend, who is tired of waiting in the wings and being spoken of as if he doesn't exist. Somebody who is not ashamed to be who he is. Lindsey Graham has used, he's written horrible laws against gay and transgendered people to be one himself, okay? And this is coming to chase him, and it's in his interpersonal relationship. And this is hurting him more than anything politically could. This could make him, this could really change his whole life. I mean, it could change his life. The next card, we get the Spy in the Camp. So maybe there was a little tryst Maybe Lindsey got caught with his pants down. Perhaps some word got back to his partner, what he's been doing behind closed doors. Somebody's got dirt on Lindsey, and it is affecting his personal relationship, and it is breaking him. He is afraid, and this is not financial um, loss that he is looking at. These are matters of the heart for Lindsey. So I'm feeling that he is having to make a whole lot of real changes to try to save the relationship with the only person that he loves more than himself. Okay? So, and it's a slippery slope. There's a lot of smoke and mirrors. There's a lot of treachery. There's a lot of dirt that has been done. He's hurt his partner in a lot of ways, but mainly forcing him to be invisible. And that's what this is. He has forced his partner to be invisible, to be invalid. That's the word. And here's that second part. Okay. It's fighting. So he's fighting inside of his relationship and he's fighting outside of his relationship. But the whole thing is everything that's going on with Lindsey right now, he brought it on himself. Number one. And now he's trying to make everything right. The last card he gets is the King of Cups. Now, the Queen of Cups is a good, fair, honest woman. The King of Cups is a fair man, a man of business, law, responsible, creative. Okay. I don't believe this is Lindsey Graham. This is the final outcome. Maybe this is his partner. Maybe love will make him stand up and do something decent for once. But whatever is going on with Lindsey Graham right now, it has to do with his love life. And his love life is being upended. And he is very afraid that he is going to lose. He is going to lose. He is terrified that he is going to lose the love of his life. Okay, there it is, Jasmine. That's what's going on with Lindsey Graham. Thank you, Jasmine. Hi, Risa. Hello. Who else is in here? Let me scroll down. All right. Oh, V Coolwater's in the room. Hi, V Coolwater. All right, let's go ahead and get in it. Now, I don't have a whole lot of questions, y'all, so I'm going to need you guys to throw me some questions, all right? My next question is from Renee. And Renee would like to know, this is a good question. Will the power grid of the United States be attacked or go down? Guys, I called this one 2 years ago. I am happy to reread on this. I know 2 years ago I said that it was highly likely that our power grid would be hit by specifically Russia. Okay. When 45, like I said, when he was in office, he gave Putin the keys to the city. He literally did. All this stuff that's going on about the elections and all of that, believe that Putin and his minions were all in it. Remember, the ones that we had on the American side, we had the Three Stooges. I mean, that's literally who was running the country, was the Three Stooges. And that is the only thing I believe that has saved us, is that there wasn't intelligent, nefarious people in power, or America would be a third world country right now. We'd be learning Russian or Chinese. I guarantee it. Oh, hello, Carmen. Hello. Oh my goodness. Okay. V Coolwater, Lindsey is trying to get Biden to nominate a judge from South Carolina for South Carolina. Guys, I don't know if Biden has actually put out a list yet I know a bunch of the news medias are splashing pictures of Black women all over the place. But I don't know if I've heard anything concrete come out of the White House. I have seen, and this is why I really, really believe that in the end it is going to be Stacey Abrams. Okay. Stacey has been out on television lately. I caught something on YouTube. I think she was on one of the MSNBC shows, but she was talking about becoming the governor of Georgia. And guys, what I feel the pitch that Biden will make to her is, you could win the election and become the governor of Georgia, but I can put you on the Supreme Court and you don't have to go through an election process for that. And I think that conversation may be what changes her mind, because you have to think about this. And I want you to think about this. Stacey Abrams, when she came on the scene, how many of us, I know I did, saw her way bigger than she was. I thought she could be president. I saw her being that big. Okay. Supreme Court justice. There's no rules that says that you can't be a Supreme Court justice and run for president. Okay. There's nothing that says that. I feel that when she is offered, when he makes the offer to her, I feel that she will understand that with the years that she could have on the court, she could affect far more change for far more people than just Georgia for far longer. And she can be there to make sure that, to try to fight for the actual justice of the people. Okay, I'll jump off of that. Okay, Jasmine has a question. Okay, wait, let me go in order. Let me scroll back down, so be patient with me. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Lindsey, the last question I got, Be Cool Water. Lindsey is trying to get Biden nominated. Okay, I read that one. Jen says, I have one. Will a Canadian Royal Commission investigate the Ottawa and Coutts trucker blockade and reveal complicity, dark money, and corruption similar to the January 6th insurrection? Excellent question, Jens. Excellent question. I will ask that right now. Will the Canadian Royal Commission investigate the Ottawa and Coutts trucker blockade and reveal complicity, dark money, corruption, anything similar to the January 6th? Will corruption be uncovered with this Canadian truck blockade? Okay, here we go. Look at this, guys. The first card, you got the blockade. I love tarot. Okay. Ooh, all right. And guys, again, this is something that I know absolutely nothing about, so this is a cold read. Okay, I drew eight cards. Oh my goodness. Okay, the first card, we're talking about a blockade, and the first card we get is the Ten of Wands, the obstruction card. All right. So tarot is right on about this. In front of it, there is powerful people that are leading this. So you got the emperor is in front of this. Now behind this, who's leading this? So there's some money in there, but this is kind of weird. So follow me here. Behind, we get the Knight of Wands. Okay. To me, this is fear of movement, but in this case, this is what this card is, and this is movement. change of location. And this is what the truckers are doing. It's a rolling protest. Okay. And if tell me, Jen, this is about vaccinations. Am I correct? I believe this is about people being forced to be vaccinated. Um, this is not going to end well for the truckers. Okay. This whole thing is going to cause a wave, and this is literal death. Okay. What they're doing is a whole bunch of people are going to wind up sick. A whole bunch of people are going to wind up sick or dead. Something is going to happen to where people are going to die. This was a partnership. Okay. This was a partnership. It was planned. This was planned out, but this goes back to the emperor. Okay. And it seems like somebody was trying to do something that made sense in the beginning, and it got taken over by the crazies, and we are where we are now. And it's gonna be all bad for them. Bad information. It's already going there. This is going to cause so much anxiety, not just for the country, not just for the providence, but everywhere that they're going through, because these people are literally they're not staying in the trucks. They're doing this protest rally. So they're driving through these towns, little town after town, borough after borough, stoking up hate and fear. This is what it's all about. A lot of people are going to, this is a mutiny card. They're going to lose a lot of followers. People will wake up, but this is crazy. But the last part of your question, Jens, is there corruption and will it be uncovered? Yes, it would. Yes, it will. It's already being investigated, and they will uncover the dark money, the treason, the treachery that was brought into that. There is a light being shined on it. But yeah, it's going to cause a lot of trouble. And it's misinformation, ignorance, and people being selfish. I mean, every one of us that went to public school got our measles, mumps, and rubella shot before we were 6 months old. Our parents had no idea what they were putting into us, but they knew that it would keep us alive because we didn't get measles, mumps, or rubella. We didn't get smallpox. We didn't get freaking diseases that killed children in the early 1900s. We survived all that garbage. And now we have an entire government, not the government. We have a whole section of our population that are like, screw you guys. I don't care if you die. I'm not going to do my part to be a citizen of this planet. And that's what it comes down to. Because if we can't take care of ourselves, we can't take care of each other. And if we're not healthy and if we're ignorant, then we perish. Ignorance is not bliss. Ignorance is death. Okay. Okay. Let me get back up because Jasmine had a question. Jasmine, will the Democrats win and keep the House and Senate in 2022? Excellent question. And we can keep on asking that because we know timelines change. We shift, guys. We shift and things change, but I think the end is going to still be the same. Will the Democrats win and hold the Senate and the House in the 2022 election? Will the Democrats hold the Senate and the House in the 2022 election? Here we go. As you can tell by my face, but I'm going to read this to you because this is interesting. And this is a snapshot of what is going on right now. Okay, look at this. First card we get the Eight of Swords. the prison card. This is all the trouble that is going on. By the time we get to the elections, we will be very far in the January 6th committee meetings. Lawsuits will be going, indictments and things will be happening in the courts at that time. People will be removed from Congress. This is going to be epic, guys. Once the ball starts rolling at speed, it is going to catch a lot of people in its wake. The second card, what's in front? Will the Democrats win and hold the House and the Senate? We get our smoke and mirrors card, okay? And this is what the Republicans are trying so hard to put in place by the gerrymandering, by changing the laws. Guys, I don't know what is going to happen. The voting law is going to pass. It is going to force it's going to force uniformed voting rules across the United States, which will make null and void all the garbage that Georgia, Nevada, Arizona, Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Oklahoma, and a host of other states have done regarding voting. I don't know what it is, but it's going to happen. The next card we get, here's Nancy. Nancy shows up at the bottom of this reading. This is under her. So I actually believe that she may do what she is supposed to do with those 136, 139 congressmen that were insurrectionists on the 6th of January 2020 or 2021. Okay, the next card we get the the 6 of cups, the happy childhood home, the happy childhood card, okay? Joy, bliss, everything's coming up roses. And here's our answer, the first yes in the 6. This is the future. Yes. Got that crown. Yes. Decidedly winning it. However, our democracy is at a crossroads, and this is why I say something big is coming. Our government is going to change, and it's going to change for the better. All the laws that are written to benefit one group of people and to hold down the other group of people. It has to change. It has to change, and it will. This is part of the karma which the United States is under, and that's what we are fighting. When we rectify this karma, when we actually live up to the motto of the United States, the land of the free and the home of the brave, we will smash that karma and we will actually step into our greatness. And then the last card again, we get the emperor, okay? This is a strong, powerful person. I don't know who this could be Biden. This could be someone else that may step forward as some type of leader that is going to shepherd our government into the light. I have to say it like that. You know, something huge is going to happen. And it's going to affect everything in our government. And I keep telling you guys this. So and it has to do with us. It has to do with our consciousness and how we start to respond and react to bad actors. All this stuff that happened with Trump and all the lawsuits and everything, this is so epic. The way that the United States deals with this is going to have repercussions forever. So this is one of those things that we have to get right. We were this close to being Belarus. We were this close to being China, okay? We were this close to being Russia. We were this close. We can see it, but still, everybody has their eyes clouded and aren't believing that it was actually as bad as it was. This is why all these horrible things we are seeing. This is to force us to open our eyes and to force us to take accountability for the things that we must take accountability for. And guys, for every single one of us, there's only one person in this whole world that we are responsible for changing, okay? That we can't look at nobody else and say you without saying me, okay? All right, let me get back over here to these questions. All right, let's see. I heard we're going to get another stimulus. Is it true? This is from Risa. I heard we're going to get another stimulus. Is it true? I didn't get one because my mom and stepdad claimed me. Are they going to give everyone a stimulus check again? Let me read on that, Risa. And it's quite possible, guys. We are not done with COVID. We are not done with COVID by a long shot. Omicron already has variated. Just letting you know that it has already mutated. There is an Omicron B something variant, and that's just one of them. They found a whole bunch. This, guys, this is up to us. It is up to us. Nature is letting us know. We already know what we have to do to slow the spread of this disease. This disease does not care if you are vaccinated or not. If you are vaccinated, however, you do have a very good chance of surviving. But if you do not cover your mouth and nose, you are still at risk of becoming infected. That's the whole thing, guys. If you're out of your house, cover your face. That's it. And until we can do that for a long enough time, we're going to be fighting with COVID. So, will the United States get another stimulus check? Yes. Risa, yes. And unfortunately, guys, the first card we get the 10 of swords. This is pain, affliction. This is sickness. This is a whole bunch of people becoming sick. And this is what's happening right now. My bank just closed. They sent an email saying, well, sorry, you got to do online banking. There's no in-person banking, period. And they don't know how long. This is going to happen for a lot of companies. And again, you can get infected with COVID and then reinfected and reinfected. And for God's sake, if you get long haul COVID and you're sick for months and months and months, this is going to affect the workforce. What's in front is the treason card, okay? This, I feel like this is Mitch McConnell. This is Mitch McConnell saying, no, we're not giving them no more money because they're not going to use it for anything but to have a good time. They're not going to pay their bills. This is us, the lovers. This is us, the partnership, the people. The first yes we get is the victory card. And this is coming behind. So this is soon. This is kind of coming quickly. Again, they're going to try to fight it. They're going to try, no, we can't afford it. We don't have the money for this. It's going to be another, I think we're going to come, we're either going to get locked down or we're going to come to the point to where we're going to be saying we should have locked down. We haven't even got to the worst part yet. Next card, we get the thief. This is stealing. It's stealing our time. It's stealing our joy. But it's only because of us, because we refuse to do the simplest things. Next card, we get the world. So It's not going to just be us. And I heard that it's like everywhere is lifting their requirements. Like they're just going to wish COVID away. I don't understand, guys. I'm going to tell you this. If you want to survive and you want to come out on the other side of this, protect yourself, because the unprotected are going to perish. Period. This is a culling. This is a reduction of the population of this planet. Science has told you how to survive it. Ignorance has told you to ignore science. You have free will. Okay. The last card is the Three of Wands, and that's the survey of the land. And this card in this draw makes me sad because that's a barren landscape. All right, guys, please take care of yourselves. But yes, Risa, it looks like there may be another stimulus check. Hi, Jan. I love Stacey Abrams too. Jasmine, will the UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson get fired? Excellent question. Excellent question. Will Boris Johnson be fired? Will Boris, crazy hair, we call him British Trump Johnson, be? Isn't it crazy that we had both of them at the same time? I mean, that's kismet, guys. This is some crazy stuff. Look at the signs. This stuff it was put into being. We didn't get George Bush for no reason. And remember, George Bush didn't win his election either. The Supreme Court let him be president the first time. He lost the election. That was the first fix. They have been working on fixing the elections for decades, and they thought they had perfected it with 45 because they got him in the first time. They're not going to stop trying until we lock these people up and let them know that we're not going to play the game. Okay, what was the question? Will the UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson get fired? Will Boris Johnson get removed from his post? UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson. Here we go. He ain't going to get fired. He's not going to get fired. Now, he may be asked to resign, but he is not going to lose his job. The first card we get is the Knight of Swords, okay? Rushing in, this is like going to war, battle, this is trouble. And this is what he's facing right now. Oh, he was partying during do as I say, not as I do. That is what is his problem. He got outed because somebody told on his butt and all of his secrets got leaked. Spy in the camp. So somebody ratted out, hey, those guys were having parties while everyone else was forced to quarantine and lock down and have no fun. They had parties every weekend. Boris Johnson does not want to deal with this. He wants this cup to pass him. Again, these are people who have that certain level of privilege. This is a rich white man who is the leader of a whole country. Okay? So, he's the president. They can ask him to step down. They can ask. Will he? Okay. The next card we get is Temperance. This is behind him. This is everything is out of balance for him. So right now he's having to fight. He's got an uphill battle. But again, he has privilege. Okay. Now, we do get the na ya na card. Okay, so the star is lost, theft, and abandon, or this can be the star of good hope. Okay, I think what's going to happen is that Boris Johnson is not going to be reelected. If he steps down, I will be highly surprised. I know they are pretending to pressure him, but it's conjecture. These are powerful, rich people. Of course, they don't play by the rules. The rules weren't made for them. And this is what I'm trying to get you guys to understand. Boris Johnson said the quiet part out loud. The rules aren't made for the rich people. The rules are made for the cretins. We do what we want. You stay home and watch reruns. We're going to have parties and soirees every Friday after 5. This is who we're dealing with. And they're showing us who they are. And here he is. He's running things. He's got the control. He's got the power. He's also the one he's making the money for Europe or losing it. But in the end, he's going to get his in the end. He'll get his little gift in the end. So, who asked that question? Jasmine, he's not going to get fired. They will ask him to step down. I don't believe he will, but he won't be reelected. This is his last term, but they're not going to kick him out. Okay, let me see who else is in here. Hello, Addie. Hello. See who else is in here. Oh, that's it. Okay. Hi, Addie. That was the one I missed. Let's see. Will Democratic Senator Mr. Lujan, who just had a stroke, get better so he can vote for the new SCOTUS pick? There's a proxy thing for everybody. If they're sick or incapacitated, they can proxy out their vote. So his vote will still be counted regardless. He'll just have to vote by proxy. I don't have to throw on that, but I'll throw on will he get better? I didn't know he had a stroke. Will Lujan, Senator Lujan, get better soon? I told you guys we are going to lose a lot of octogenarians this year. I told you guys the deaths are going to be crazy. It's going to be like a Greyhound bus pulls up and people get on. Look how many people we lost in January. Meatloaf, Itodo, everybody. We are losing so many people. All my superstars from the 80s, except for Madonna, are gone. Dang, it's crazy. Okay. Will Mr. Lujan, Senator Lujan, recover? Will Senator Lujan recover from his stroke? Here we go. Yes, Senator Lujan will recover from his stroke. I'm not going to read the whole draw. He is a fighter. He's a fighter, and his service is not done. Okay, he still has more to bring, and that's a gift. So he's a fighter. He's going to recover. Okay. Next question. We got Jen's. Jen says, horribly selfish. The disregard for others' health and safety astounds me. And to top it off, they were blaring horns constantly, making the quality of life hell for Ottawa residents in the city core. No doubt, Jens. No doubt. Jens is talking about the truck convoy in Canada over. I do believe it's over the vaccine. I don't remember if anybody gave me a thumbs up about that or not. But yeah, it's crazy. They're just disrupting. And that's what it is, guys. These small groups of people. You think about the Trumpublicans. This is a small group of people that are extremely loud and extremely obnoxious. And we, instead of us standing up, we acquiesce and we allow them to spew their garbage without pushing back. And that's how we got here. And it's happening all over the world. This disinformation is spreading as fast as COVID. Okay. Jen says, agreed. I encourage everyone to stock up reasonably with either, this is the masks. The KF94s are quite comfortable and conform much better to the face. Oh, okay. You guys are talking about masks. Okay. V Coolwater, could I do a reading on the Beijing Paralympics in March? Will it be successful? Okay. All right, V Coolwater, I will ask. Tarot, will double question, will the Paralympics go off? Will the Paralympics, I'll just ask it this way. Will the Paralympics be successful in Beijing in March? Will the Paralympics be successful in March? Here we go. Will the Paralympics be successful in March? Okay. V Coolwater. I'll read you the read. The first card we get is the Three of Wands. Okay. Again, we're looking at a barren landscape. This is somebody that is surveying the landscape. The landscape is barren. If the games go off, again, there will not be spectators. Second card, what's in front? We get the Star of Good Hope, loss, theft, and abandon. Okay. It could be the Star of Good Hope, but in the deck, the way that this card reads, the first words are loss, theft, and abandon. I do not call this a yes card. I call this the na yeah na, because this is really the maybe card. I don't know why I didn't say that before. This is the maybe card. There will be happy people about it. Now, this is a celebration card. You see the two people there, and that's just like Olympians. They're holding up the flowers, and they have their hands raised in excitement and excellence. So what I'm feeling is that, like the Olympics that are going on now, the Paralympics will be held in a similar fashion. No spectators, just athletes and coaches and video cameras. So V Coolwater, I'm going to say that because here's the card that's behind, and we get the Two of Rods. And this is the leader of a country, and they're controlling this. So I'm going to say, I believe the Paralympics will happen, but they will happen identical to the Winter Olympics right now, to where it will only be the athletes and coaches and no spectators. There may be hiccups, but I think for the most part, it's going to go off. Again, it's about making money, and they want that money to come in however it comes in. So if it comes in because people are watching it on television and paying for ad space or what, it'll go off, but it'll be like the Olympics, the Winter Olympics right now, no spectators and just athletes and coaches. Okay. Oh, Jasmine says no proxy in this case, Tanya. He has to be present or else he cannot vote. Really? Wow. Wow, Jasmine, really? Well, at least we know he's going to recover then. So we got the yes on him going to recover. So hopefully that means he'll recover in time for his votes to be counted. But I mean, with Sinema and Manchin doing anything, okay. Risa says, I shall finally get one. I'm jumping into a conversation. Oh, you pray for Mitch because you can't stand him. Yeah, I don't think nobody can stand Mitch McConnell. That's just horrible. Okay, guys, I'm going to read on the power grid. This question is from Renee. Renee wants to know, will the power grid of the United States be attacked or go down? Will the power grid of the United States be attacked or go down? And that, guys, I read on this in 2020, I believe, and I saw our grid being attacked. And when Texas went down, I seriously thought that was an attack on our grid. Now, that blockage with the pipeline, with the oil pipeline last year, guys, we have a lot of stuff that bad actors have gotten into. So, but let's answer this question. Will the United States power grid be attacked or fail? Will the United States power grid be attacked or fail? Oh my goodness. All right. First card we get is Temperance, balance. Okay. This is a yes card though. Okay. This is a yes card. This is the balance card though. This is people working to pull things back into balance. The second card we get the prison card. Okay. I believe that our power grid may have been being attacked without us being made aware of it. And I think this is something that has been ongoing for a while. Below we get the Lovers card. This is people working together. So people they're working on this. This is a national security issue. If something, this is if you see something, say something. This is that campaign that was going on when, if you see a backpack, alert a policeman. This is going to go back to something like that. Something's going to happen to where they're going to put out like a public announcement to basically say, if you see people or drones or things over secure areas, to alert the police. At some point they're going to start that if you see something, say something campaign again. And this is serious. Renee, if you're listening to this, I do believe that our power grid, our infrastructure is constantly under attack, and people are on it. This card here, the Hierophant, this one to me is the government and the church. But in this case, this is, marriage alliance, goodness, all of that. But this is the government. And I do believe the government is working on this. This is part of our national security. Now, it's funny that the King of Pentacles, the money king, 45, shows up in this. Like I said, I think 45 gave Russia the keys to the city. The Magician is in. There's a lot of people trying to change the outcome of things, okay, to try to change the way that we as Americans live. And right now, that threat is coming from within our own country. And this is all because of traitors, because of treason, people who are Americans, who are literally batting for the other team. So I think I did answer that. So we got 2 reads on that one. Okay. My next question is from Spirit Beyond the Stars. And Spirit would like to know, will Nancy Pelosi's son be found guilty? And I think she said that he was being investigated over something about trafficking himself. So I'm just going to ask the question like, being investigated. If Nancy Pelosi's son is being investigated, will he be found guilty of the crimes that he has committed? I think that's pretty straightforward. If Nancy Pelosi's son is being investigated, will he be found guilty of any of his crimes? There we go. We'll do it just like that. Here we go. No. There is some trouble here, but there's nothing that says that he is going to be indicted or in court or anything. He's fighting against some stuff, but it seems like people are trying to. I'm not sure. He's in some trouble. He's got the tower. This is behind him. And he gets the Knight of Swords. He's in trouble for something, and he's facing a tower moment. But there's nothing in the rest of this draw that says that he's going to be found guilty of anything. So whatever trouble he's in, it seems like his last card, he gets the Page of Pentacles. You know, this is the ordinary, everyday guy. So if it's anything, he might have to pay somebody something, pay a little guy some money, but he's not going to jail for anything. I don't see that happening. Let's see. With 49 members of the Democratic caucus available, the party won't be able to do anything significant without help from the Republicans. So Lujan has to get well. I see where you're going with that, Jasmine. But I do believe there's also another way, because if a senator dies, the governor can literally just appoint someone to that seat. So if Lujan can't get better, I'm sure that he could step down, and that would give his governor that seat to give to another Democratic senator. And I know they can do that. So don't worry, Jasmine. Don't worry. Don't put your energy into that worry. Lujan is going to get better. The tarot says he's going to get better. So don't put negative energy on that about the whys. Just put that energy into Lujan recovering from his stroke. Okay, hundreds of drivers are stranded in Texas. -5 freezing weather. Your warning happened. I told you guys. I told you. And I haven't even done the weather. I'm doing the weather report last today because I didn't want to start with it. Okay. Why did a Democrat? Jasmine, I can't tell you why Lujan had a stroke and not a Democrat. That was written in his book of life. We all have things that we are going to go through, and we have to overcome things. We go through certain things to literally give us a wake-up call. If we're stagnant, if we're not on path, the universe will sometimes send us something tragic to happen, to literally light the fire under us to get us back on track. But we are all going to go through our own difficulties. The universe does not care about American politics. They do not care about American politics. What the universe cares about is the damage that we do to ourselves, to each other, and to our planet. The whole job of being here on this earth school is to learn, literally just to learn how to play in the sandbox together, to live and let live, to love each other unconditionally. Um, it our lives are really that simple, to live without harming others. And that is the lesson that we are here to learn, how to live our lives without affecting the lives of others. Okay? No, he can't choose a governor. The governor, even if the governor is a Republican, he can't change the seat. Okay, it's a Democratic seat. He has to put a Democrat in that seat, and then when the election comes, that seat will be open for election. Don't worry, don't worry. Um, is V Coolwater, is 2/22/22 a special day? Okay, yes. It's actually going to happen on the 20th. This is Pluto return. Okay, after I don't know how many hundreds of years that it takes for Pluto to make an orbit. This is change, and Pluto in conjunction with some other planets. This can bring either complete like a civil war or a massive awakening. We are in the massive awakening. And if there is a civil war, guys, or um, because we're talking 2022 for America, this could also affect what Putin's doing because, it's just one of those things. It's about change. It truly is about change. It can be war, it can be enlightenment. And it really depends on where we are individually, because if you are on your path, 2/22 may be the portal. Your whole life could change, and your world, literally, you see everything and experience it differently. If you are unenlightened and in the chaos, then you can find yourself in a warlike situation, with terrible, terrible things happening, like's happening right now with our weather situation. All of this is real, guys. And I know it just seems so crazy, but this is all about consciousness. It's about consciousness. If you look at all of the garbage that is going on, um, this bubble that we're in is not sustainable. We can't continue this way. The planet is fighting us at this point. She will win. We can't fight Mother Nature. No. As much as people want to say bomb cyclones, it's all that bombing that has us where we are today in the situation that we're in. Guys, we are not the first species. We are not the only species that has been on this planet. The pyramids were buried under tons and tons and tons of sand. Our earth changes at will. We have to change with it. And it's us changing ourselves and realizing what we contribute to. And this is like a big hologram. Like cryptocurrency is a thought. It's not a real thing. Our money is not backed by anything. It used to 200 years ago. We used to have silver. Our currency said silver certificates. That money actually had worth. What we have today is literally a piece of paper that we have agreed to give value to. We have to understand our lives. We are put here to live joyous, happy lives, not to be stressed out and sad. But we have to come back to what we allow to happen so that we can live in joy. And I'm sorry, I feel like I'm talking in circles, but I really want to make this as clear as I can. We're here to just learn how to play together so that we can live. We have to stop harming everything. We have to stop stealing from everything. We can't take another sentient being's life just because we want to make something out of it. We have to be aware of what we do. We have to be careful about what we do. And we have to realize that we are not the only things on this planet. We are not, we can't make grass. We can't make rain. We can't make the sunshine. All of that happens completely autonomous of us. We created nothing on this planet. It was here. The trees, the sand that we make concrete out of, the water that we drink was all here. We have to understand why we're here and why in 500 short years, because America is only about that old. Okay? How we destroyed an entire continent in that short a period of time. Okay. Hi, Paul. Hello. Hi, Danielle. Hello. Okay. So 2/22/22 is a day of change. Pluto return. Twos are literally the universe opening up and saying, what you have been working for, you can receive. You can receive it if you have created the room inside of yourself to receive. Everything is possible on the two. The two is unity. The two is us. It's community, unity. It's the us. It's the two. It's the peace. It's all that number represents. Okay. And we just have to step into it. Paul Roberts. The Paul Roberts. Hello, Paul. Hi. How soon will inflation start decreasing? Also, the cost of renting or buying a home. Oh, Paul. This is going to be one of the things that I think is going to be a change that is going to have to be a conscious change for people. And that is to put the value of people in people. But I will ask your question right now. How long? And tarot is not good with time, so I'll ask it this way. Will 2020 in 2022, will we start to see a decrease? Will we see the inflation start to level out? That's better. Will the inflation start to level out in 2022? And I'll ask the housing question separate. Will the inflation level out in 22? Okay. Again, tarot tells us stories. Inflation. This is the dirtiness, the messiness. This inflation is caused by big business. They slowed down production. They slowed down delivery. They caused pain on purpose. Those empty shelves aren't because we don't have products. That's because big business makes more money when they make you fight for it. We are in this ending moment again to show us, to make us aware, to change our behaviors, okay, to make us go back to simpler times. Tower, this is ruin, this is trouble, this is what we're seeing right now. Again, this is all man made. Below we get the judgment card. This is a yes. So yes, we will start to level out, but it's not going to be until we understand where our troubles are coming from. And that's for us to see. We have to start. I hate to say stepping back from big business, doing things a more simpler, sustainable way. And that's the whole thing. Instead of this, try that. Instead of paying $6 for Starbucks, brew your own cup that costs you 50 cents. This is all the stuff about how we throw away. We have no regard for money, and we play with it just like that. The ones that have, the ones that have not starve. This is all about trouble. We are being forced to go through this. So, Paul, it will change, but it's going to be painful. So, but we do get a yes. Yeah, we're going to come out of this, but it's going to be painful and it's going to be long. This is about big business harming the little guy, and we have the ability to change that. We could put the Koch brothers out of business. We could. We keep allowing them to buy politicians and do the things that they're doing. Second part of Paul's question, the cost of living, renting and buying a home is ridiculous. And Danielle, I know you have been asking about this too, especially in New York City. I know here in Las Vegas, a 2-bedroom apartment, a 1-bedroom apartment is $1,700. A 2-bedroom apartment is $2,000. Las Vegas. I don't know too many people making minimum wage who can afford that without having 7 roommates. Okay, so. And I understand, Danielle, you said $3,000 in New York City. I don't know people who are making that kind of money who aren't doctors or lawyers, not any regular folks by any stretch of the imagination. Will the housing market rectify, the cost of housing decrease for everyone? Okay. All right. And not yet. Okay. I will tell you the story. Okay. The first thing here, we're dealing with the swamp creatures. We're dealing with the moon. All the nasty, dirty things are being dragged into the light. Guys, the homelessness is going to quadruple. Okay. Homelessness is going to quadruple because big business is buying houses. They're buying it. They're cornering the market. They're raising the prices and pricing people out. Normal people can't afford a regular rundown, beat up house. We are at a crossroads. This is for us to understand. We are going to see the heartache and the degradation. This is causing anxiety in so many people. People who are employed, doubly employed, working 2 jobs, living in cars, living in tents, in ditches, because they cannot afford an apartment. And if you were evicted from an apartment, it makes it almost impossible for you to pass a background check to get into another one. So again, the laws are written against us. Okay, they are written to keep the rich rich and keep everybody else in their place. Let's not get it twisted. Get the high priestess, secrets and mystery. Okay, um, this all this stuff is going to come. We have to see it for what it is. The housing market is a racket. It's going to cause a lot of people to suffer. In the end, I skipped some cards because I don't want to go too long. In the end, though, and I don't know how long this is going to take, but it is going to come to the courts. Okay, it is going to come to the courts that something be done. But guys, that's not going to be until you can't walk down the streets of any big city and not have to walk around tents on the sidewalk because that's where everybody's living. And that is the state of the United States. And I'm sorry, but that's the truth. Okay. Hi, Danielle. Okay. All right, guys. I've gone for an hour, 15 minutes. I love you guys. Oh, Jens has something. It deeply troubles me to see real estate being bought up by these corporations and foreign cash buyers. Yes, this is a descent into the neo-feudalism, feudalism, where the masses won't own anything. You're seeing it, Jens. That is exactly what I am trying to tell everyone. We have to fight. We have to fight against this type of thing. And what it's going to take, unfortunately, is when we have generations living on the street, generations of a family living on the street. Nobody can even save grandma's house anymore because the taxes, property taxes, keep going up. Elderly people on fixed incomes can't, they have to stop eating for 2 months just to pay the property taxes. This is wrong. And I think that's why we got the court card at the end. That is the Supreme Court for me. And that's where I see this housing issue being rectified. However, guys, on the real, it's not going to be until it is such a crisis. Right now, we have millions of empty apartments and houses. Millions sitting empty, sitting vacant, and people living outside on the ground outside of empty houses. This is a failure on us. We allowed this to happen on our watch. When it gets to its absolute breaking point, basically when proper society can't stand the stench of the homeless anymore, then our country will start to put value back into our populace. Okay. I got to do the weather report. I don't want to leave it on a bad note there either. Oh my gosh. Okay. If it ain't snowing where you're at already, it probably will. It's cold. The weather is dangerous. We are in a changing time. Common sense is paramount, guys. Please, please. If you don't have to travel, don't. Don't. Don't press your luck. Be careful. Just walking out of your house in the morning, be aware that icy stairs, icy driveways can cause bad head injuries, hip injuries, ankles. Okay? Be safe. It's going to be cold. This winter we are not out of this by any stretch of the imagination. We are in the thick of it, literally. It's going to come and go, snow and melt, snow and rain, but it's going to be this is the winter that was foretold. Winter has arrived. I love you guys. I hate to do that to you on a Saturday. Let me leave on a Friday. Let me leave this with a blessing because I don't want nobody going into the weekend sad. So, universe, please give us something to look forward to this weekend. We get blessed tranquility. Your feelings are surfacing in order to be healed. Have faith and know that you are safe. Trust the current waves of emotion shall become a sea of tranquility, full of love and blessings. Namaste. Thank you, Tarot. Let me read this again. Blessed tranquility. And if you look at this, it looks like a tree in a blender. Your feelings are surfacing in order to be healed. Have faith and know that you are safe. Trust the current waves of emotion shall become a sea of tranquility, full of love and blessings. Namaste. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Jens. Thank you, Risa. Jasmine, Texas is -5 degrees. Guys, please, if you are able, help your neighbors. Check on your elderly. Make sure that they are warm or have blankets or something. If they don't and you have, invite them into your home. Please, we must help each other. Nobody else is going to come rescue us. Only we know who our neighbors are. Knock on a door. Make sure somebody's okay. Make sure that your elderly neighbor isn't freezing and starving to death in silence. Okay? We have to take care of this. We have to take care of ourselves, and we have to extend our arms to enwrap our brothers, our sisters. You don't have to be rich to give somebody a kind word, a smile, even with your eyes, a compliment changes. You never know who's hurting, who's suffering. How you telling someone to have a great day might stop someone from suicide. I love you. I love you. Take care of yourself, guys. Have a fantastic weekend. I'm sorry, I cry. I'm an empath. I'm sorry. Happy weekend, guys. Happy weekend. I love you. I love you. Namaste.